Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And it's your boy Taco Bell Helwani and Nicco Montano. Bring that ass here, boy. UFC champion Nicco Montano has apologized to Ariel Helwani after her scathing rant, but it's kind of one of those I'm sorry, not sorry apologies. She still kind of took shots at Ariel Helwani's credibility within her long apology, and she also furthered confirmed what Ariel Helwani was saying, that it's looking pretty difficult to book Nicco Montano at this point because she's got the worst case of tonsils I've ever fucking heard of. And before it was her tonsils, her tonsillectomy, or adenoids, it was her turf toe. She's literally had multiple reasons now for not fighting one of the pound-for-pound best fighters on the planet, Valentina Shevchenko, who's coming off of a pretty brutal performance, so it would make sense to a fan, hey, I wouldn't want my motherfucking girl or my sister or my mom in that motherfucking cage with Valentina Shevchenko either. So I understand why you don't want to get in there. But, you know, as a fighter, you can never say you're scared. You can never say you're dodging an ass whooping or even just, you know, ducking the fade. That happens a lot nowadays. Fighters, no, are not scared. Do I think Nicco Montano, the UFC female flyweight paper champion, and I say paper champion because I feel a certain way about people who win their belt off of the Ultimate Fighter. It's one thing if you win a title shot off of the Ultimate Fighter and you fight a legit champion, but if you just fight a bunch of, you know, UFC girls that have never fought in the UFC in a tough house, and none of you guys, like, you know, none of you guys have, what, over 15 experience, barring the outliers. Like, there's what, 1 or 2 girls on the Ultimate Fighter season 26 that had over 15 fights. The current champion Nicco Montano won the show and she's like 5-2, right? She doesn't even have 10 pro fights and she's now a UFC champion. But now we're stuck in a situation where you've got this girl who might not necessarily be as skilled as a lot of the girls in the UFC, but she's a champion, and with that belt comes opportunities. Your pictures are that much better when you say, with the strawweight champion, I'm the strawweight champion. Not just your pictures, but your opportunities. You can probably go sign autographs, you know, $20 an autograph. Come get your autograph signed by the UFC strawweight champion or flyweight champion. It's, you know what I'm saying? So with the belt does come opportunity. So you want to hold on to the belt as long as possible. So you can only imagine when you're not the best fighter on the planet, you don't want to defend that belt as soon as possible if you're probably going to lose. There's about a 95% chance Nicco Montano loses her belt to Valentina Shevchenko, which means she's probably going to lose some opportunities. So in my opinion, that's where you start hearing about her turf toe, and then you start hearing about her tonsils, and then you start hearing her say shit like, well, yeah, if Valentina Shevchenko wants to wait until I'm healed up, you know, we can fight. Like, and she has said that, like, yeah, if she wants to wait until I'm ready, yeah, we can fight. Of course she wants to fucking wait until you're ready. When are you gonna be ready? You said it was your turf toe at first. Valentina's like, alright, I'll wait till your toe heals up. Now it's time to fight, and you're like, yeah, but my fucking tonsils, bro. Worst tonsils you ever had in your life. Like, literally in her apology to Ariel Helwani, when she's talking about her tonsils right here, she's like, now I can sympathize with those people that are either partially or permanently handicapped because of her fucking tonsils, bro. And all I'm saying is, I understand, man. Maybe you got the worst case of tonsils I ever fucking heard of, and maybe your turf toe will never be healed. Alright, sweetie, vacate. Defend or vacate. It's not looking like Nicco Montano is healthy enough to defend, and that's just from her statements, you know, her turf toe and stuff. We're gonna get into this, man. Nicco Montano's got her clown shoes on. I'm gonna get into her apology, and then I'm also gonna bring up the turf toe excuse from a couple of months ago. And I say excuse because it's just awfully convenient. If you're scheduled to fight Chris Cyborg and you say, oh yeah, I got some opportunities in the police academy. If you're scheduled to fight Chris Cyborg and you say, oh yeah, but I'm injured, and then you're scheduled to fight Chris Cyborg and you say, oh yeah, but I don't fight steroid cheaters. It's like Chris Cyborg hasn't popped dirty since before she was in the UFC. The only time she had a hiccup in the UFC, it was therapeutic exemption after she almost literally fucking killed herself trying to make 135 pounds. So yeah, you see the word steroids and now that's your new excuse. This is my bold prediction, and it's not even a prediction because we'll never know. I guarantee you, if Valentina Shevchenko had ever even popped for a diuretic, I don't care if she ever even got flagged by USADA. If she even ever got a warning by USADA, Nicco Montano would be using that excuse. No, I'm sorry, she's cheated before. I don't believe she's clean. I'm not fighting a cheater. You guys can have my belt. This really reminds me of the GDR situation. The only difference here is she hasn't lost her belt yet, you know what I'm saying? And also GDR used the difference here is GDR said, oh, I don't want to fight, you know, steroid cheaters. It's like, all right, you know, maybe GDR's excuse is more legit, you know, to some people. Oh, I wouldn't want to fight a cheater either. But if you consider Cyborg hasn't popped since she's been in the UFC, just another topic for another day. So let's get back into Nicco Montano and what she had to say in her apology to Ariel Helwani. Or should we get into her turf toe thing first, right? Let's get into the turf toe, because a lot of people forget that before the tonsillectomy and the adenoid whatever's going on with Nicco Montano, the last injury was like a turf toe or some injury that's never going to heal up, according to Nicco Montano, I believe. So this is from about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Nicco Montano, and because we've been waiting for a while. Nicco Montano won her belt in December. We've been waiting for her first title defense now going on over 5 months. So about 2 months ago, it was already 3 months in, and we're like, okay, Valentina Shevchenko's got a W, you know, are we going to be defending against Valentina Shevchenko? And that's when Nicco Montano had the turf toe or the leg injury. This is where it is. Since Nicco Montano defeated seasoned veteran and pioneer Roxanne Modafferi to win the title from the Ultimate Fighter season 26, she's been battling a very bad case of arthritic turf toe on top of a fracture in her foot that almost prevented her from fighting for the title. So this is an injury that almost prevented her from fighting for the title. But here's my take on it. Yo, if I'm about to fight Conor McGregor and I got turf toe, that's a huge opportunity. You're going to shut the fuck up about that turf toe and go fight Conor McGregor. Now that if you happen to beat Conor McGregor and now you hit the lottery and it's like, and you become the champion, let's say, and it's time to defend that belt against the fucking killers of the division, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, snap, you're a lot more motivated to fight Conor McGregor or to fight for the belt than you are to defend the belt. Now that she has the belt, you know, it's smooth sailing. If she doesn't have to defend against Valentina Shevchenko, if Nicco Montano does not have to defend her belt against Valentina Shevchenko, she's not losing too much money, because if you go in and lose to Valentina Shevchenko, you lose your belt and you get paid your win fee. If you get stripped, the difference is you don't get embarrassed on national TV, probably get looked. Valentina Shevchenko could very well make a UFC champion look like an amateur in this fight. That's a very real possibility that Nicco Montano gets put in a crucifix similar to Priscilla Cachoeira and gets taken to town by the bullet Valentina Shevchenko. That would be very embarrassing. That would make even your fans look at you different. And honestly, it really feels like Nicco Montano's low-key been trying to save face here a lot anyway. Like, for you to come out and call Ariel Helwani a huge waste of space, a keyboard warrior, a D-bag. You said Ariel Helwani's got the balls the size of a baby rat, all because he posted a tweet essentially saying the UFC was having a hard time. They were losing patience with trying to book Nicco Montano, which turned out to be true. Now, first it was turf toe. Now we're going to get into this situation we're at now, right? First we saw it was her leg, and Nicco Montano has said her leg might never heal up. You know, her arthritic turf toe or her fracture in her leg, the doctor said it will never be 100%. A lot of fighters fight with that are not 100%. Hell, you got guys like Kamaru Usman getting in there at 30%. So even if you got a little bit of arthritic turf toe or a little bit of a fracture, let's say you're at 90%. That's 90% of an ass whooping you can give the right person, you know what I'm saying? Whenever she fought Roxanne Modafferi, her foot was kind of bothering her. What happened? Got in there and won that belt. Now it's time to get in there with that same doodle-doom and fight Valentina Shevchenko. But now it's not just the turf toe. It's also the tonsilloids. It's also the the tonsillectomy. It's all of these things. It's also Ariel Helwani and Valentina Shevchenko teaming up. It's all of these people are piling up on Nicco Montano now that she's the champion. Poor little Nicco, 100% rolling the victim card in my opinion in what I'm about to read in this apology. And she still takes shots at Ariel Helwani. I'm about to read this apology, and I just want to point out before I do, because I want to read the whole thing, that she says in here Valentina Shevchenko was Ariel Helwani's source. There's no way for her to confirm that. There's no way she knows who Ariel Helwani's source was. Do you really think Ariel Helwani would just take Valentina Shevchenko's word? That's like taking fucking Nate Diaz, or let's just use a lightweight Kevin Lee. That's like Ariel Helwani reporting UFC sources are saying Conor McGregor's scared of Kevin Lee, all because Kevin Lee said it. Fuck out of here. Ariel Helwani is not about to report that the UFC is losing patience with the fighter. The UFC is losing patience with somebody because their opponent says that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. That's not how Ariel Helwani rolls. He's usually got multiple sources confirming it before he breaks news, so he doesn't put out something like this. How bad would it have looked if Ariel Helwani came out and said the UFC is losing patience with Nicco Montano because she won't accept the fight versus Valentina Shevchenko, and the UFC came out and said, no the fuck we're not. What is Ariel Helwani talking about? That's fake news like a motherfucker. We're not losing patience with Nicco. None of that happened. The UFC actually reached out to Ariel, according to him, another report by Ariel, and said they confirmed it. So even if Valentina Shevchenko was one of Ariel Helwani's sources, I guarantee you that was not Ariel Helwani's only source to make a report such as a UFC champion. The UFC, he didn't say Valentina Shevchenko is losing patience with Nicco Montano. My guy said the UFC is losing patience with Nicco Montano. You think Ariel Helwani is going to report that because Valentina said that? Fuck no, dog. But with that being said, that's what Nicco Montano's saying, even in her new apology, which is like, so if you're apologizing to Ariel, how are you still going to put him out there and say his only source was Valentina? That's not true. So it's like a sorry, not sorry kind of thing, because it's like you're apologizing because you realize it was a bad move, but you're still kind of standing on what you said. So, man, it is what it is. Definitely said enough on this topic, but hey, let me fucking vent, because this might be my only video for the day. I got an actual work shift, you know what I'm talking about? Full-time toilet cleaner on motherfucking deck. Taco Bell Wani in the building, got a fun in this channel. So with that being said, let's read this apology, and then I'm gonna get off of here, and I might see y'all after work, and I might see y'all motherfuckers tomorrow. We'll see what happens. This is what UFC champion Nicco Montano had to say on Instagram in her long apology. It's really too long to read, but we're gonna get into it. Today will make 8 days since I got my surgery, and I've been coked up in my place pretty stiffly, not being able to talk or move my neck at all really, due to the pain and discomfort. How'd you write this tweet then? You know, were you like in pain the whole time you were writing this tweet? Oh, I gotta write a 5-paragraph out. I gotta apologize to Ariel. Oh fuck, my neck hurts. Anyways, jokes aside, it's been getting better day by day, and all I've been able to do is contemplate, really. So in a way, it continues to be a very appreciative experience, and I can definitely say that I can sympathize, or at least have an idea about anybody with a temporary or permanent handicap, whether it's physical or emotional. A permanent emotional handicap, a permanent physical handicap. She's literally sympathizing. Okay. But it is what it is, man. This is Nicco Montano. I think she's, she's got some fans. There's some fans out there that are huge Nicco Montano fans. They don't know much about Valentina. They don't know much about Ariel Helwani. They're just big Nicco Montano fans. And Nicco Montano, in my opinion, doesn't want to lose those people. That's why she's trying to save face. It's not because she's trying to convince us, because it's not going to happen. Accusing Ariel Helwani of fake news and calling him out of his name multiple times. Now trying to sympathize with permanently handicapped people because you got your fucking tonsils removed, essentially. Tonsillectomy, adenoids. At first it was turf toe. So she continued with the apology. That was the most important part. I'm probably not going to read the whole thing. It's on your screen above my head. I mean, she goes on to say that Ariel Helwani's only source was Valentina. But the big part to me was where she said she can sympathize with people that are permanently and mentally handicapped. Do you think a motherfucker with no legs that would love to be a UFC champion, you think fucking Nick Newell sympathizing with Nicco Montano right now, who's a UFC champion, and she's not accepting that fight? Motherfucking give Nick Newell that fucking strawweight title. He'll get in there with fucking Valentina Shevchenko. Guarantee you. He's waiting for his opportunity. About to be on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, and he's about to show motherfuckers how it's really done, while you're talking about fucking sympathizing with people with permanent handicaps, dog. Nick Newell don't want to hear that shit. But Valentina Shevchenko's trying to save face, in my opinion. So her tonsils is like, yo, I understand, guys. Like, I need one of those parking stickers Fuck out of here, dog. I'm not buying it. It is what it is. I've said enough on this video, but as I said, I'm about to go to work. So let the full-time family know what you think in the comments about Nicco Montano's new apology to Ariel Helwani. Sorry, not sorry. I think Nicco Montano's wearing her clown shoes, but it is what it is, man. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.